What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of A Who All Gonna Be There podcast, a place where you get to be an exclusive member to our very entertaining group chat. How y'all doing, panel?
What
We
up? What
doing
up?
good.
It's been a minute. It truly feels like it's been a long time now that Big Brother's over. And I'm like,
do.
man, when was the last time I seen y'all? It's been a minute.
We ain't seen each other in a week.
You know what I did do this week?
What'd you do?
Voted. If you watching, go
Vote.
vote.
Yeah,
There
absolutely.
you go. I did.
And there is a correct part. No, I'm just playing. I ain't gonna say that. But
It
there is a
is.
correct. There's a
I
correct
will
vote.
say it.
Yeah, yell at me because I have my ballot and I'm just too lazy to go ahead and drive it over to a mailbox.
Boy, if
Eli.
But that's my plan. That's my plan tomorrow. Though I've said that the last 3 days, but I'm for sure gonna go send it in
Yeah, I'll
tomorrow.
vote. Julie Chen said vote, so go vote.
She did. Julie did say go vote.
Mhm.
Child, I
Mhm.
took
And yes,
took Cece
exercise
with
your
me.
right or your right to vote.
I took Cece with me to go vote. This girl, hi.
Come on, presidential candidate, CC.
I said, fam, can you be quiet? Hi, saying hi to everybody. And there was this dude that I thought was hilarious. This not dude, old man. And he had on the Trump t-shirt, the one where he got shot and was like, you know, y'all seen the clip or whatever.
Mhm.
And he saw me looking at him and he folded his arms like that. I said, don't be trying to hide it.
10 toes.
Let me see what shirt you got on. Okay.
Right.
You can tell.
Why are you embarrassed about it? Like, what? Be embarrassed.
I don't know why you embarrassed because it's about 30 people in this line I see right here with you.
That agree right there with you.
Listen, they probably
You know it's something to be ashamed of. But anyway.
And Cece was like, "Hi." He was like, "Hi." You can tell he was embarrassed by his shirt.
You voting against this little baby.
Listen, hopefully Cece flips some votes. We gonna see. I don't know. We gonna see.
Come on, vote flitter.
If Kamala wins.
Okay, chemo.
It might be Sierra's. It might be because Sierra. I don't know.
Sierra flip Texas.
You heard it first.
She fits the blindside a whole party like Rome got blindsided this episode.
Ooh, it's looking like it, huh?
I'm still in the Big Brother mind because I'm just thinking about chemo flipping it. That Joseph vote.
Yeah. So y'all know what we're here for. We're here to talk about Survivor 47. And I enjoyed this episode. It went really quick to me, maybe because I watched it today and not yesterday, and I got to fast forward through all of the stuff. But how did y'all feel about the episode overall before we dive into the recap?
For it to be the mergatory episode, it didn't drag on. But it also feels like we didn't get a lot either. Yeah. I don't know. It was a mixed bag. It was solid, speedy, and I think
it was so quick.
I think it's good that it was over quick because the target ended up being so clear by the end of the episode that it's like, all right, let's run this along. There's no 18 million. There wasn't even a decoy, really, this episode for us.
There was a decoy, right? So y'all know we start the episode off with, Annika's, the fallout from Annika getting eliminated, right? On the Goddess tribe.
Hold up, real quick. I gotta give some props. I said this right before the episode to y'all, but shout out to Ron for holding it down on the previously on Survivor. When I first heard that, I was like, wait, isn't it normally Jeff? And I was really bugging. I was tripping. I'm like, that wasn't Jeff. And Rome, of course, talking about himself in the third person. Rome is really chaotic in this game. And it's like, all right, at least he knows.
Our Survivor historian, Angie, I know Angie is a historian, and I know there's some other people. Has that ever happened before? Where is DM Rock? DM, you supposed to be in here. We need to know.
Has somebody done said previously or said in the
chat? Has somebody else done the previously thing before and narrated?
I feel like no. That felt so unique.
Yes. Yeah.
But
and like cheers.
I have the worst memory in the world. It wouldn't surprise me, but my bet is that it hasn't.
Rome just said 2 records then, because later on we'll talk about it when we get to it.
He really did 3 because how a man that's not alive plays Survivor?
Oh man!
No, you're not late, girl. We just getting started.
That'll be my first question. Why you do that?
Oh man! So. Yeah, Rome already. Listen, we'll talk about his content.
This is episode Rome. This is episode this is his send off. Everything was about Rome. Even though there was a merge.
That part. So they got Rachel kind of upset about getting left out the vote. Why did I get left out the vote? And first of all, Sierra and Sam, they trying to apologize. We're so sorry. We should have told you. We should have told you. We just did this. We didn't know. I don't want to hear it. Y'all lied to me. Is what I would be like. I don't want to hear it. Because there's no excuse.
My thing is, especially when situations like that, I would have been like, y'all could have just told me I'm cool. Yeah, we was cool, but I'm here for the team. Then I would have cussed y'all out in the confessionals for sure.
Yes.
But to your face, I would have been like, all you had to do was tell me we good. I promise you, the merge coming up. I would have just been spewing BS out my mouth and seeking revenge.
Y'all, everybody glad he gone, and I'm not, surprisingly. I'm not, but so Andy, he pulls Rachel aside. They have a conversation because she did write Andy's name down because she thought Andy was the one that was going to be going home, but he didn't. So they're having a conversation. Look at Andy went to work. Andy is working. I don't care what nobody say. He's working.
Watching this episode, I'll just say the whole time, what is Eric going to say about Andy this episode?
I'm going to always defend Andy.
I swear, Andy's about to be like your favorite new era player. Like
I just believe in that boy. I do.
Andy making it though. He making it.
Even if listen, I don't care if it's about the skin of his chinny chin. All you gotta do is make
it. The blood of Jesus. He got a friend,
grandmother. Yeah.
You should knew that was coming.
Yeah, exactly. So that happens, and then we find out, y'all, that the merge is the merge. You gotta put that in quotes because we know it's the pre-merge, it's the fake merge, the mergatory. And so Rachel is elated because she needed this lifeline because she was like, I thought Andy was on the bottom, and I find out I'm on the bottom. Yeah, that's how Survivor kind of works sometimes. So she gets a lifeline, and then over on Lavo, so he ready to switch it up too because dealing with Rome. And just Rome on that little bitty tribe they got, he's sick of him. So he's ready to merge. Definitely ready to merge. And we find out that they're all going to be converging onto the Blue Taku Island or part of the island for their main camp now. And so Sue realizes this and she's like, oh, I gotta wipe my idol off because she got all that.
I got blood on my hands and I can't wash it off. Whatever that Shakespeare.
Sue. I got a great aunt named Sue Baby. That's what we used to call us. I was like, Sue Baby. Why did you? Why, fam? This is me.
Why you wait?
Why did you wait till today to wipe that thing off?
Hello.
Okay, number one. Number two. There's a whole ocean.
Literally.
It's a whole ocean. I would have been like, I'm about to go take a bath. Baby, stick that thing in your bra. Give it a little wrench. Stick it right back in there. Girl.
Or just get up in the middle of the night.
Bathroom in the water. Like they go to the bathroom. So it's like, all right, I'm going to go over here, use the bathroom. And then
I need to go for a swim, y'all. I ain't swam in a minute. Let me go for a swim.
Yes.
Like Sue, I love her dearly. But I'm like, girl, it's time I hear the boat coming. you think?
And I'm telling you, and she, I had a little accident with the machete. Girl, everybody know that's paint.
Right. That was
and even after, this is coming from a Grey's Anatomy professional. Okay, I've done like 13 rotations. Okay, how many seasons we got?
How many seasons is that? That's like 1,000 seasons.
No, it might be like 20 or something. I don't even know how many seasons, but I've done a lot of rotations. Okay, everybody know when blood dry, it's not bright red like that. Right. Fam, that was from like 4 days ago. Why is it still bright red? We know that's paint. We know that's red-handed. Somebody is caught red-handed with something. And girl, come on.
It was a mess. So they all get to the beach, right? Everybody's hugging each other. They all excited, but they don't get to be excited for too long because Tiana goes and reads a letter. Well, not a letter, but some information from Jeff in production that tells them, welcome to the pre-merge, but you're not safe. Only one person will be safe. And there's an invention to be found. that may help you. Matter of fact, it will help you. You want this advantage. Go look for it, like right now, together.
Snap.
You would have thought it was supposed to be them looking. It should have been like a scavenger hunt. They should have been all out there like troops looking, searching, turning up every bush, moving every branch, tearing off leaves, digging holes. What these people decide to do?
I'm just gonna sit and chat.
Now, what did they decide to do? Sit kumbaya, talking about we getting to know each other. I'm like, huh?
We ain't. Where y'all going? Y'all gonna be here? Y'all ain't going nowhere.
I know we're only like 10 days in, so yeah, you have a whole nother 2 weeks to hang out.
And Soul is me. Soul was like, so we just gonna sit around in his head, so we just about to sit around here and talk. Like there's not an advantage to be found. So no, we just we just stay. Okay. You tell me about your great Aunt Sally and her sweet potato pie. Oh, okay. Like there's an advantage to be found. And so while they all talking and kumbaya and getting to know each other, first of all, here goes Sue and Soul talking about, so I'm 43. When I'm 45, Sue, let this 45 go. He said, you look good for 45 because she ain't.
That part. That part.
Bowie Jane.
Suey Jane.
I don't know. Sue could have told me that she's 38 and I could have bought it.
Sue who?
65.
How old is she actually? Let me wait. So if I'm looking at her, I would have said she was 65, 64. That would have been age. So how old is
she is 58.
60. She's 60. Yeah.
She give me 50. She could pass. She should have won with 50.
Well,
50 might even been better, but 55 would have been right on the money, fam.
She didn't want to appear too old, so
she should. I'm saying I might have even said I'm
marry me. I'm a grandmother.
I want y'all to see me beasting these comments and be like, this 68-year-old woman is out here whooping her ass. Y'all saw how she was at home.
No matter what, though, she's gonna be the grandma. Whether she said 45 or whether she said 87, they're gonna treat her the same way. Unfortunately,
that's what I'm saying. You the oldest, regardless, fam. So it don't matter like what you doing.
Mary, please. How about she don't look a day over 60?
Listen.
Good night. So they all chilling. Genevieve was like, I can't play the game, y'all. So she's like, I see this buoy out there. And I'm not sure. Something in my spirit is telling me to search this buoy. But then she was like, my other self is telling me, this is Taku. Of course, they would already check that buoy. But then my other self is telling me, girl, you need to go ahead and just check it just because, you never know what's out there. So she get to swimming. I'm going to be mad if I get myself wet. And this ain't nothing out here. Because that's me. So she out there and she said, I'm like a foot away. And I'm pissed because I wasted my time. But then I'm 1 inch away. And I see that it's the advantage. So she finds the advantage. Follow your instincts to all the future players out there. If your gut and spirit is telling you something, do it.
Was it not obvious? Or was it just
her and Sam were looking at it? They're both looking at it like, I don't trust that buoy. And Sam's like, we good.
Now look, would I have went and got it? No. Because if by any random chance I had made it on Survivor, baby, I'm not a swimmer. And if I had made it, I would have learned how to swim at the age of 35. Wait, they filming 35 now, so I would be 36 by the time. I just learned how to swim. So shout out to her. But come on, that was obvious to me. But you never know.
Mary, leave this woman alone. Mary talking about she should have claimed she was 85 to be the oldest.
Nah, 60. She could have put 55 is low as she should have went.
Miss Brown Sugar says saying 45 makes her look older to me because who are you fooling besides Kaya? Screaming. So Genevieve finds it. And at first I was mad because like she read it to everybody. I'm like, girl, what you reading this stuff? Why are you telling the people? But it did say Jeff was gonna tell the people what it meant. I was like, okay, you good. You good. But so she and it didn't tell us. He was gonna expose it anyway, so it might as well be truthful about it and not put a target on your back.
Target.
But I will say, speaking of targets, when everybody discovered around the wishing well all that paint, right? So they started seeing red stuff out there. They're like, what is this? What's that? All like it's a murder scene, a crime scene. And then Rome get to digging. First of all, what you did? Quit digging. I mean, that's funny, but like I'd be pissed. Like, what you digging for?
That's for that advantage at this point, though. So it's like, all right, the digging is justified because why else would Survivor throw red paint on this island?
Facts. I get it. I'm just mad. If I'm Sue, I'm like, what you over here dig? You wouldn't even have to come over here digging for stuff. What you digging for? You just got here. And they uncovered a red rope, child. They done got the rope. They done got the pottery thing, the thing with.
They got all the evidence. All of it.
All of the stuff. And they like, somebody got something.
They do life.
Somebody got something. And Caroline was like, girl, Sue playing a game, baby. She done got an idol. Good for you, Sue. And
I wasn't even that with me. I said, yeah, Caroline. She was like, you know what? Let me connect these dots. So she connected them.
And she was like, and I'm gonna keep her secret. I like Caroline. I adore her.
She on my
That was so sweet. Because it's like so many people are like, all right, how can I use this game wise? She's just like, you know what? I love that I'm with someone that's playing the game because you see so many people that just float. She's like, no, I'm playing with a game player who's doing stuff.
And
Sue can benefit me. And I love it.
Exactly. And I was nervous at first because when Sue talking about something, I've been caught. I say, you better not say it. You better not tell these people you got nothing. You better not say nothing. And she didn't. So I was
happy. Their interaction was so funny though. Caroline, like, I'm so proud you got the idol. Sue said, what you mean? No, I don't.
I said, girl, I
had to pull her in close.
Right. So come on, let me talk to you for a little bit. I know you got the idol, girl. It's okay. And then Sue was kind of like, oh, okay. She my girl. She ain't telling anybody. So we good. That's my daughter. But Caroline is not the only one who also had enough sense to connect the dots. Because Tiana also connected them. And Tiana, I don't know who she done maybe told now because she ain't got as much loyalty to Sue as Caroline does. So there's a possibility that she done shared all of that stuff with somebody else or multiple people. Andy 31. Lord have mercy.
Why you say it like that? I
didn't know he was that old. I would have thought he was.
When did 31 be old?
Aaron.
Don't do me because I'm close to 30 myself, so don't do me. I said I didn't know he was that old. As
Eric is ageist. You heard it here first.
And he's standing proud in it. That's crazy.
So what am I?
Are you gonna let me talk? Go
ahead.
So when I said I didn't know he was that old, I'm thinking he's much younger than that because the way he portrays himself on the island and
I would say he's about 26. 27.
I would have thought 23, 22. So yeah. But yeah, so they dealing with all that fallout. I'm like, okay, Sue got that idol. Only Caroline knows, but Tiana knows a little bit about it too. Don't know what she did with that information. But then we get to Mr. Rome, the one who introduced us to the episode.
Immediately in a conversation.
Had a conversation. He's sitting back chilling with Kyle. They buddy. They lean back on the rocks like they kicking it. Too soon. And Kyle is basically telling him who he felt threatened by. Sam. He felt like Sam could win the game. Felt threatened by him. He felt threatened a little bit by Tiana. Felt like she was one of the strongest women here. And then he also told Rome about the duo of Sue and Caroline, their mother-daughter duo. You know, that's a dangerous pair type deal. That's good intel to have. And Rome just decided to disseminate it just a little bit too.
No, shoot. Rome said, I'm gonna push the button and just kept pressing the button. Sometimes it's like, all right, you can spread some seeds. No, Rome was throwing seeds at everybody. He said, oh, these two are tight. Oh, Tiana, Kyle was talking about you. Hey, everyone, Kyle was talking about you. Let's get him.
And I know Rome wasn't built in a day, but he was dang near about to make sure the new Rome was, because the way he was spreading them seeds, like you said, he said we finna build
the game was ending tonight. I said, Rome, just relax. You doing a lot.
Me versus Kyle. That's what he said. It's me versus Kyle. I'm gonna make sure Kyle goes.
He was acting like he was on the block, baby. Like he was, but like like this was his last night.
Like at least wait till immunity. Let's see where he been first.
Right, that part. Because I'm like now, and then in hindsight, now you see the man in one immunity, so he was like, "Well, there go my stuff out the window." Exactly. So your seeds you planted were not fruitful. There was nothing for it to stick to. So even if they did believe you, what they supposed to do with the information? He's safe. So even if he was the main target, ain't nothing they could do about it. And so, like Eli said, he went and just kept pressing buttons. So he went and told Sam what Kyle had said. I was like, okay, that's I would have, maybe worded a little bit different. Like, I don't know. That Kyle, man, he kind of, he might be, he said you could win this game. You just gently put it on him. But now and then he runs over to Tiana and tells her the same thing. He tells Sue. And it's crazy. And it sucked because he was telling the truth. Not the truth, but the truth. He was telling the truth. But what he ain't count on was Tiana be like, I don't know, something feel right. Well, she need a new gut. Because something's wrong with her gut. Because she keep talking about her gut and it ain't led her right once.
At all.
Somebody needs to get her a new gut. She needs to be taking Activia for gut health or some kombucha because her gut is off all the way.
But man, this is still on Rome though. Like I still blame Rome completely because why would Tiana trust you over someone that she spent 10 days with? Why do you spread that information? You could have got away with telling Sam.
Yeah,
you maybe could have got away even telling Sue and Caroline was somewhat iffy, but that worked. It was just spreading it to the whole Blue tribe who he was just with and thinking that no one would run a lick back.
And you know what, Eli? The way I forgot Kyle was on that tribe already, and so that didn't even make sense. You don't even know who the relationships over there. Like you said, the first three people he could have got away with because Sue don't like him anyway, don't like Kyle anyway, so he could have got away with that one. And definitely could have probably got away with the same thing. But
go ahead.
I was just saying, like, yeah, telling her, like, knowing that they were together,
right?
Foolish. You don't even know, and I think we've talked about this on the pod before, Big Brother Survivor, whoever, you don't always know who somebody else is connected to. Find out who they're connected to before you start spilling information.
And if you do be vague, at least you just spilling all of it, all the ingredients.
Facts. So
let me say this real quick. In Rome's getting ahead, we already know Rome go. In Rome's ex interview, he mentioned the big reason why he did such a big turn on Kyle was because Kyle said something on the island. What did he say? I don't know.
All I know is
he wrong. I don't know. Rome be lying.
He'd be lying.
Rome would. You're telling me Rome would never like fake his death or anything. There's no way he lied to an extreme.
He doesn't have a history or a pattern or anything with lying and deception.
Have you ever seen a Ghost Play Survivor 46? 47? I don't know. Allegedly, we got one. So who knows? So I don't know if I believe him. I don't know if I do. But let me put it out.
I want to know what was that word they beeped out when Kyle said it. Cause I was like, that sounded a little too close to whatever something else that you could have said. I was inserting in my head what he said Romans.
I want to know.
I can't stand that. What did he say? He said something, and they beeped it out. I was like, you can't stand that who? That what?
And listen, Rome. From what we know of Rome so far, he does not bite his tongue for nothing. Okay. He gonna straight up threaten you if he have to. So that's what kind of made me think like, I'm like, Rome, are you telling the truth? Because he put him like, well, the big reason why I turned on Kyle is because he called me fat. You know what I'm saying? He didn't say exactly what it was. So that's kind of what's making me like,
yeah, Angie, I'll have to send it to you if I see
it.
Look
up his exit interview with Dalton Ross. That's who is.
Yeah, I'm gonna send it to you,
Angie. He didn't go into detail like what it was.
Yeah,
but he said it was very personal. And Kyle said something about Sue and Caroline, and he was like, "If I would have said it, I would get canceled." So I wasn't trying to even repeat it, but I did tell Sue and Caroline.
I know that I'm at the same point. It's like, what could you say about those two? That's
personally, because he said it was outside of the game. So I don't know what he called. Like you called them streetwalkers. I don't know. Like
not streetwalkers.
Like I just don't know what could have been said that, you know. But he said everybody. Obviously, he said everybody in the tribe know what they said. So we'll see if anybody else come forward with, you know, to verify this, if they will at all. Because it seems like, well, the fandom. I don't know about alumni and how all of the alumni feel about Rome, but I know the fans. So many of them are just
hit or miss. You either like him or you don't.
I mean,
I don't think it ain't nobody gonna be like, "Hi, Rome," and smile and be faking his face. Either you like him or you don't.
Yeah.
No, Rome better get ready for season 50 because there's a non-zero chance that Rome is sitting right there on that beach smiling.
He might be because Jeff got this man hosting. He over here narrating. He, you know,
I already got it. Since we talking about it, let me jump forward.
He did say we'll talk. He told Jeff we'll talk. Oh, we're gonna talk.
Let me jump forward, okay? Let me read this little article, right? It says, ahead of Survivor 47's premiere, TV insider Jeff Provost got asked if anyone would be getting, how you say his name? Provost? Did I say his name right?
Try again.
Probus? How you say that?
Where's the extra vowel? Where's the extra vowel at the end?
No. Which clip is? Where we at?
We always add extra vowels.
Okay, Provo, this is not Utah.
Jeff said if anyone from the season will be getting the invitation to come back for Survivor 50, the next returning player season. He said, that's a really good question, he replied. And the answer is yes. With a major player eliminated in season 47, episode 6, we now have a gut feeling about who the potential player could be. That's a maybe.
Girl, come on, research. And this was a preseason interview?
No, this was an interview from, it had to be preseason because it said episode 6, right?
Check the
I don't know what it was. It don't have a date. Somebody just clipped the and if you want to see the clip from what Rome said, it is under AWAGBT Twitter, and I'm gonna post this article under that as well. Come on, follow along with receipts.
Journalism. We love an investigative journalist.
There you go. Come on with the back door.
Hey, the alley-oop.
How you say that man last name? Probes. I swear I've been calling him Probos for the longest. What have I seen?
Jeff Probes. That's what I say.
But let's be real. When did I ever get anybody's name right? It's been 3 years on this podcast.
You thought Sierra was Caroline, so
I did.
Uh-oh.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
So y'all, we get to the day after he done stirred up the drama. Soul comes in to confirm he lying. And I love Soul is my boy. I like Soul. I'm rooting for him. But he just can't. There is nowhere he trusts anything that comes out of Rome's mouth, which I get. But he didn't even try to, because Rome did give you credible information before. So it's like, it's not that he's lied to you completely before. So I would have just been like, if I'm them, if I'm like Soul, I would, he do stir the pot. I will say that, but he's also giving me decent information, so it could be just to kind of keep the target out.
I don't like that guy. So said, get this guy out. I don't want to spend another day on the beach. I'm digging his grave right now, as much as I can throw him under the bus, and I respect it.
No, I get it, and I'm not saying not still vote him out or be at the charge of the campaign to get him out, but I want there to be some other targets out here. I need y'all to be going after Kyle before you come for me. So I want it to be left in your head. Yeah, Rome could be lying, so let's get him out, but he also could be telling the truth because he has given me information. So there could be truth to what he's saying. So that'll get their minds like, oh, even if Rome, maybe he could be lying, but what if he is telling the truth? We'll deal with Rome tonight, and then tomorrow, when Kyle ain't got that evil, creepy looking necklace around his neck, we gonna get him tomorrow.
Not the evil, creepy necklace.
So, I like him too, Mary. And Mary says Q and Caleb and 10 other names is who she called before Rome and through 41 through 47. There are a laundry list of people who we'd call before Rome, but in terms of gameplay. But if we're talking entertainment, he up there.
If I'm on the casting couch, he coming. I'm sorry. And you know who I want her, from this season, just just based off the first 6 episodes, I want him to go, and I want Anika because Anika left. Annika. Y'all know I get names wrong. I want Annika to go because she left spicy, and I love somebody to have that be having attitudes, and she was mad. Okay, like at the end of the day, like when you get home, it was just a game. But when you in the game, you piss me off. You voted me out. I have some beef, and I feel like she's gonna be spicy. So that's just my first couple episodes I would like to see.
I can see that. Spicy. I can see that for sure. So then we get to the merge challenge, and Jeff explains what it's gonna look like. Y'all gotta earn the merge. Only one person is gonna be safe this time. There's no one group go, one group win, one group get the feast, and that group is safe. And then y'all all still vote out on people in the other group. Wrong. Y'all gonna break up into 2. We doing a schoolyard pick, and even though you may win, you gonna get your food, but you're not safe. So the winners of the challenge, the first challenge, will move on to compete against each other for the immunity. And they got split up into yellow and blue. And then Jeff revealed what Genevieve's advantage was. And this, I will say, that's an advantage right there. That's how you do it.
You should have won.
Shoot, even the fact that she gets food, that she won already.
That's a good advantage.
So Genevieve not only got to skip part 1, so she didn't have to get muddy, waste her energy, get potentially hurt, do none of that stuff in part 1. She immediately gets launched to part 2 where she gets to compete for immunity, and she is guaranteed to eat the food. That's a top tier.
That's the dub.
Can you put food in your pocket?
No. You clearly, if Jeff won't let you take rice during the challenge, you think he'll let you take food back?
I would have been like, one of them hot dogs. No, they had the charcuterie.
Baby.
Yeah. Shout out to Angela. I would have had some cheese in my bra song. I would have been like, like, if they took it from me, but baby, it would have been something would have been snatched in my pocket.
And they will be snatching it right back out.
Better hope I don't take a bite of it first. Reese, what do you have in your pocket? Nothing now.
Man, what would you do if your daughter did that? Give it here. No. I ate it.
Okay. Listen, as long as it's something edible, Lord Jesus. As long as it's edible.
And I'm telling you, listen, the way they was turning it lit. And Teeny, that baby, drunk in love.
Baby. Teeny was coming in them pictures.
She was turning that wine up. Okay. She had about 5. It was so, this is how you know she was getting drunk. Because they was like, Teeny, you want to slow down? Like, girl.
Teeny, fam, you all right?
She done had 7 glasses before they done sat down and opened the charcuterie board. She done had about 7 glasses.
Little meats and cheese. Girl, you need a burger to soak all that wine up.
Teeny was like, y'all do what y'all want to do.
I don't imagine this.
Hung over at Tribal.
Right. Oh my goodness. So they sitting around, and I love how everybody's like, we waiting on somebody to drop the hammer and just say a name. And of course, they were like, so was it Caroline? Was it Caroline or Teeny? One of them was just like, so we saying Rome was the vote, right?
I think it was Teeny.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Yeah, Teeny. Pause. I'm sorry. I skipped to the lunch. Kyle won immunity, by the way. It was down to him and Sue. So shout out to Sue for hanging with him to the end.
Mm-hmm. You know, some close saves too. I said, "Oh yeah, girl."
It was where the one that had to balance the ball on the little bowl like thing.
Kyle did not move. And shout out, I know Eric hates it. Shout out to the new necklace. It's a big old bat.
I'm not fit to walk around with Dracula hanging around my neck. I don't like that.
Oh, I almost said something mean. I'm sorry, Eric. I almost said, would you even win it? Would you even get the chance to get it around your neck?
It must be Halloween. He like it spicy.
Woo! You know what?
No, I'll say you throw it, right? Because you don't want to bat around.
Nah, don't backtrack. Say it with your chest.
Say it with your chest. Stand 10 toes behind it. No, I love it. I probably wouldn't. Because I don't got no good balance. Oh man, but no, it was a good fight.
Ooh, But I will give Eric props. I think he'd do better than thinking back to the challenge real quick. We saw Roman Gabe struggle right at the very end, doing the little team puzzle where you just got to navigate a ball through a maze. Man, they were jerking it. Oh wait, that's
why are y'all pulling it like the Liberty Bell? Like, I thought I was crazy. I'm like, the way y'all slamming. I mean, you know, with the people how they ring the cancer bell too when they had me be ringing it. That's how they was holding the string. They was just. And they were so far ahead of the other team. The other team was struggling to get people up the ramp. They had to go back and get sandbags to get their team. That's how far behind they was.
That was smart of them. They said, you know what?
That's what they were for. But Blue just didn't need it because they had freaking Hercules Gabe
pushing Caroline up or whoever it was.
Yes. And so the
man, I forget. I wasn't fully. Did Rome say I want to do the maze? I have to think he did it again, where he's standing there right before the challenge.
Like, stop putting Rome on anything.
So instead of him arguing and telling him that he was doing it wrong, I wouldn't have let Rome. I would have said, no, Rome. Somebody else needs to take this puzzle. Somebody else needs to get up here.
Rome, sit down.
Have a seat.
Shoot, he tried to swap him out mid-challenge.
Jeff was like, just say no. He said, can we swap? Jeff said no. I think he definitely said no.
Yeah, he definitely said no.
No swaps. Which I can see that. Like, if you set two people up, like, if that's what you decide, whatever, then you got to stick with it. But I would have been like, you think it's going to help? Go for it.
Shoot, Jeff's there for the drama. And he saw how bad they were crashing and burning. And I like Jeff saying no.
It was cool.
In that instance.
So yeah, Kyle ended up winning, right? Because the blue lost, yellow team won. They was the ones at the little dinner, whatever, little lunch. And then back at the tribal, you know, with the team that lost, blue team, Rome just knew that he was in control. Because he was like, well, guess I gotta be sold because Kyle ain't an option. And I'm planting all these seeds that couldn't take root because he won. And so he's going around when the rest of the people get back, right? So he's like having conversations. So y'all, I talked with everybody, it's gonna be sold. Just so to let you know. I'm telling you know it's gonna be sold. It's gonna be sold. And they're like, oh, what's the plan? It's so bad. Dap them up like we all good in the hood, homie. That's it. And everybody behind his back. The plan is wrong, right? Wrong. Yep, wrong. Oh, the real plan, wrong, bad, wrong. And poor Rome, he was like, I'm in the driver's seat, y'all. This is the pre-merge vote. This is legendary. I'm masterminding this vote. It's all going my way. It's about to be dope. But one thing too, I have to mention at the pre-merge feast, they needed a backup because they were like, well, just in case he got something, who we want to do a backup? And Sue was like, Andy, hold on, Sue.
Said it quick.
Don't do my boy Andy. And they were like, are you good with Andy? Sierra was like, I wanted him on last week, so if y'all want to get him out. And she looking at Sam like, I want to see what you about to say.
She had that as long as it ain't me.
That's Sandra's spirit. Anybody but me.
I know that's right. True.
Anybody but me. And so I'm like, dang, how the chips fall, but that's real. Mm-hmm. I can't put my neck too much on the line for you, but I ain't got no idol to protect myself. So if I gotta cut you loose, but I get it. I just hate it. I'm like, dang, not Andy, the de facto person. If they
literally second person brought up, like, all right, and Rome is Rome. So if there wasn't a Rome, it sounds like it would have been Andy.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's what it's looking like, or sounded like at least. So Rome thinks that he got everybody in his back pocket. They head to tribal council, and somebody, I think I was just in Angie's live when she was covering Survivor before we started, and somebody in there said that it might have been Angie. She said production told Jeff that Rome was going home, so that's why he let Rome do all this talking and kept asking him all the questions.
Man,
hold on. Can you imagine that Jeff was like, Rome is like one of his faves? He's like, oh yeah. He's like, we got to give people a reason like to want. So why don't we let him do this? Like,
had to, because in the midst of everything, so one of the things during tribal council that came up was like the amulets, right? And how they said that Rome was like, they using it tonight, Jeff. They getting ready to use them little things up because it's a target. Because they were talking about targets, what makes you a target. And he's like the amulets. And Jeff was like, y'all supposed to use my amulets that I done made y'all do it and did all this hard work. And y'all getting ready to use them up. And Rome was like, it's a disadvantage. He was like, are you telling me amulet with all this power is a disadvantage? Rome, please explain to the class how this is. Please tell me as if you were me. He's like, he offered. So I'm getting ready to talk about how some of y'all fans, y'all got some issues. Jeff was like, come up here and you tell him. He's like, you want me to come? I can come. Jeff said, come on. Jeff asked him. Rome did not ask Jeff. Rome did not just take it upon himself to go sit up at Jeff's spot. Jeff offered him the spot. Because I seen too many tweets. It was disrespectful. It's a scourge to the game. It's a disgrace. It should never have happened. I feel like you can feel like how you want to, but take it up with Mr. Probst, or AKA Provost, because he is the one who gave him permission to be up there. And how in the world, I don't care if this ain't happened in 46 seasons or not. Jeff let him do it. Y'all should just chill. It's not a big deal because he sat up there where Jeff sat at.
Mm-hmm. And I don't.
They were mad, baby.
And I think the anger should be, of course, a lot of it has been pointed at Rome, and I think it should be pointed at Jeff. Where I agree with people, like if you look at Survivor nowadays compared to just 20, 15 seasons ago, like the vibe is a lot different in Survivor. Yeah. And I think Jeff having that happen kind of encapsulates like, oh yeah, we are in a new era. This is something that would never happen in past eras.
Jeff was
ultimate serious. Yeah. Jeff was fully serious, ready to dig at anyone that he could. Yeah. Shoot. He would have been digging at Rome the whole time if it was 10 seasons ago, but yeah, we're in a new era, and I think that moment kind of encapsulates it. And I think that's still somewhat eye-opening for people, where it's like, oh man, everyone's always gonna say, I want to go back to the old Survivor. I want old Big Brother back, all that type of stuff.
Y'all don't.
Just to see that, I think made people be like, man, what is Survivor? Jeff would never do this. Jeff did it.
Right.
Jeff did it. And that's the thing is the game. I will agree with Jeff on the aspect. The game has evolved. Has it evolved in ways that we all like? No. Are there some, and I am not even somebody who's watched all the seasons, but I've seen some differences. Teresa's mentioned differences, as you know, we've only seen a few seasons, and we need to go back to that because that was good, or take that out. We don't need that. But when it comes to these small little things like that, I think it's fun. I think it's corny, not corny, but like I think it's like just a little idiosyncratic. I'll say
that is a word, Eric. That is indeed a word in the dictionary.
I love it. Know. These little cheeky moments, as our British friends would say. It's like little cheeky moments. I like it. I liked it. And Rome got go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, and think of it from Rome's perspective. I know a lot of people don't like Rome, but this is like a lifelong memory. Like this is something where he didn't just play Survivor. He has a moment like this that he can latch onto forever. And
that ain't none of y'all been able to do.
Yeah. None of them can do it. No one's going to take it away from him. And so that's amazing for him to have that.
Not even our...
Thank you, Trees, for the idiosyncratic, however you say it, definition. Shoot, this is a good word. It doesn't even say it right on Google. It doesn't even say it directly on Google. So
it didn't even say the real
well, let's see.
I'll look that up for you.
There you go.
Okay. I'm correct.
That doesn't even.
That's am I blind?
Am I blind?
She wrote idiocratic.
Oh, I did. Close enough.
The idiosyncratic. Here's the official definition: peculiar or individual, distinctive,
distinctive.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's just a word for distinctive.
But I'm happy for him that he got his moment. That's so special for anybody. Shoot,
for many reasons. Like not even the greats of greats. Queen Stays Queen has not even got to do it. You know, Parv has not gotten to do it. So Reed, the best to never win. We got the fave of all faves for Jeff. Freaking Boston Rob has never done it, right? Like we have all these people of old who are legends, staples in the game. Valacha, what's that man name? Valachi.
Oh, Tony Vlachos.
Everybody like him. He done won twice too. He ain't never did it before, you know. So for Rome to have this moment, I think y'all are both right. I think the hate is because they hate Rome. They dislike Rome because of who he is. And I'm just like, y'all see the character. Y'all know nothing about this man's personal life. He's arrogant. Yeah, maybe in his game, but is that who he is in real life? It could be, but we don't know that.
And I don't know how many of y'all stayed tuned in until after the preview where you see the little interview that each evicted person, whatever we call whoever gets voted out. And Rome was like, I have such a bad memory, even though I just watched it a bit ago. But I feel like it was something like, I hope I put on a good show and stuff like that. Like
he understood he did. The assignment. He went to be a character. He meant to be memorable, and he will be memorable. Yep. I know Mary asked if he would be memorable. Absolutely.
I think so.
Went out with a smile on his face too, which I like both extremes. I like someone who plays the game hard and can go with a smile, and I also like people that go hard and go out pissed. Yeah. But it was cool to just see that, where it's like, all right, it was nice to see.
I thought it was hilarious because they were also talking about blind sides all the time, and Rome's like, yeah, you know, blind sides are fun when you're on the other side of the blind side, or if you survive the blind side when it was meant to be you and the things get switched around. And the editing is so funny because they all look at him like, well, don't we got news for you tonight, brother? And then that's not even the pettiest thing that they did. So, before I get there, finish talking about those amulets. So Rome got up there, he hosted why the amulets were a bad disadvantage in the game, and he accurately described as to why they were a disadvantage. But I will say, and Angie talked about this on her stream too, so if y'all are listening and watching, go to Kiss My Cheeks on YouTube. She also covers Survivor, and she does an amazing job. She is hilarious. That is my good friend. That's our friend. And she mentioned how they need to just do away with the amulets and the shot in the dark because they're useless. Nobody's doing them right. And the fact that they wasted this, she mentioned, and I'm so totally with her on this, and y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all gave up y'all vote, or Teeny gave up their vote to go get this amulet when you could have just made everybody else lose their vote. If you're going to just throw this thing away at the first drop of a dime, what was the point of having it if y'all just going to waste it? And the problem is, y'all told everybody about it. If y'all hadn't went back and told y'all tribe that y'all got the amulets, it wouldn't have put a target on y'all back. But y'all went and ran your mouth. So, of course, everybody looking at y'all.
I think the tough thing with amulets is it forces you to play with people that you might not have want to align with, where you have to come together, or I forget, vote people out. But it's like you can't be selfish with an amulet. And I think that's where it's the toughest.
Yeah. I mean, it is like, it's give and take because it depends on who else has them, right? If it's people that you can trust, like bet, like let's make some moves with it. But if it's people that you don't really know or don't really trust, I get it. It's kind of like Austin, and they had them. He wanted his sandwich. Old girl wanted the amulet, and so he never forgot that sandwich either because he took her out because of that sandwich.
I would have did the same. Wasn't even that.
Oh my goodness! And so
I get it.
They wasted those amulets, but like I was saying, they were doing the blind side. And they had the people going into confessionals. We have Rome. Well, so I know it's you, so I'm going ahead and throw a little wrench in everybody playing. I'm gonna write down Sam's name. Sam and Soul had already planned to, just in case, back up. Let's do Andy, just in case. I don't know if Sam actually voted for Andy, but I know Andy got at least 2 votes.
I think it was Sue.
Okay, Sue did it. Okay, there we go. They voted for Andy. Everybody else, and they showed everybody else. Rome, Andy talking in German, telling how he was bad at playing the game. You got Sam telling him Rome wasn't built in a day, but your game was destroyed in a day. That was kind of cold. Can't even lie. That was cold. And then everybody else I'm finally glad I'm on the same page. I'm getting rid of you. You're gone. Goodbye. You did too much. You're the most. Arrivederci. Hasta luego. He went home on a blind side. Because at first everybody was shocked because Sam name came. They was like, are we all getting blindsided right now? Like, what is going on? Are we getting blindsided? And then Andy's name came up. Then it came up again. Andy like, wait, was I the backup?
You was.
Uh-oh.
And he asked Sam. Sam was like, I don't know. Uh-oh. But Rome, he does go home. And he did it with his head held high. He was like, dang, okay. Y'all got me. He asked Jeff for a hug. I don't know if anybody's ever asked Jeff for a hug on his way out. He hugged Jeff. Did not want to hug him.
Yeah.
You didn't think Jeff did a hug wrong?
Huh?
You didn't think he wanted a hug wrong?
No, he did not.
Man, do you want to hug someone that hasn't showered in 10, 12 days and was just diving in mud just a day ago?
No. I think it more so like caught him off guard, like, oh, sure.
Yeah, it was like, okay. Well, maybe that would have because I saw the step back. I don't know if he did it, but in my mind,
my thought was like, oh, like nobody asked me for a hug. Sure, that's what I.
Jeff probably took it like that. He probably could have taken it like that because nobody has ever asked him for a hug that I've known. So
everybody gonna be asking for a hug now.
Well, he just listen. Say what you want about the man. He done made history. Multiple. He previously owned. He a narrator. The man that sat and hosted tribal council. And he got a hug from Jeff. All in one episode.
Eric about to call him an icon.
He's an icon. He is the moment. Come on now.
I'm cracking
no,
up.
just playing. he is iconic in his own way. In his wrong way.
That.
In a way that only Rome can be. So that was the recap, y'all. Thank y'all for kicking it with us for the whole recap. Any other thoughts that we may have missed, or did we get it
all? Unfortunately, I'm down another person in my draft, and I'm not too mad because I knew Rome was cooked after episode 1 or 2, so I'm just happy he made it this far. And you know what? I got Genevieve and Sue, and I think those are two
strong.
That's pretty solid.
Yeah, you got a strong.
Them two can definitely go far.
Yeah. You got a
My team ain't been touched though. Going into the merge, untouched.
Oh my god.
Going into finals. Oh, okay. It's looking like a sweep.
Not a sweep. All right.
Final 4 right there. Who would have guessed?
Dang. That's crazy though.
Lord. All their names been brought up though.
I think Teeny will be fine.
The whole blue tribe, like, they're due to crumble. They're due to crumble, and it's just going to be who. And I don't think it's going to be Sue or Caroline because those two are so tight.
Yeah.
But any of the other 3, even Gabe, I don't see Gabe going, but just I think someone's going.
Someone's going, yeah. I don't know. Based on the preview, Saul looked like he got something cooking up. He said nobody's going to expect. I wonder what he's doing. He better not get himself eliminated.
I think Andy's due to throw Sam under the bus.
That's what Lane just asked us. Do we think Andy is turning on Sam? I don't know if he do. He pulled it off. That's
I think so. We should. Don't nobody really have your back, bro. Let's be real.
He's coming for the Black Widow spot because Black Widows eat their mates. So Sam is his best mate, his best tribe mate, and he realized that Sam knew about him being the backup. He may just have to go ahead and devour him and get him out somehow. Wouldn't be surprised. It'd be it'd be a bold move. It would be a bold move. So we're gonna see what happens next week. I just hope it's not something predictable.
Yeah, we're at a point where now that Rome's gone, I think the only other name that would be a meh episode would honestly be Andy, because Andy has been a name for so long, and and of course we can see the perspective that Andy's playing a good game, but also Andy's crashed out so much that I can see why he'd be the next to go.
He crashed out one time in front of everybody. Everybody keep holding that over his head. He crashed out
It was in front of everybody. No, that's really my issue. But and anyone outside of Andy goes, I think it'll be interesting.
Yeah.
At the very least.
He better win that immunity.
Man.
So his name can get off the table, because if Andy has immunity, who's the next person? Who's the target?
Could be, and I think tribes, I'm not gonna say hate each other, but I can see each tribe members like willing to cut each other.
Because if we look at it this season, it's not a whole tribe that's together. No tribe came into the merge like we saw it, like we've seen in other seasons past. These in the new era, like we went in, we knew the Reba 4 with Reba 5, they was like this, like clank clank, you know. We saw the Tika 3, you know, tied up. So I don't know. We gonna see. Even Green Tribe from last season, I forgot their little names, but they was working together and they made it to dang near all to the end because they stayed together. So this one's different. I like it though. Everybody's free game. Everybody's a free agent. Everybody's willing to be fluid and fluctuate in the game. So makes for an interesting season. Guess we'll see. What's his face is hilarious. Oh my goodness. Oh, I like the guy with the curly hair. Is that Sam with the curly hair?
That might be Gabe.
Or Gabe. Oh, Gabe. Okay.
But yeah, Lan, I feel you. I still be struggling. Shoot, looking at the eliminated people, I'm like, man, if you showed me a picture of John, I don't think I would have been able to say that his name was John.
I forgot about John. But y'all, thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate you as always. Hanging out with us on this Thursday night. Before we leave, y'all know what to do. Make sure you subscribe to Who Are Gonna Be Their podcast on YouTube. Tell your mama, daddy, cousin, auntie, uncle, friends, whoever watches. Even if they don't watch, just subscribe. And then make sure you follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Who All There. And most importantly, turn on those notifications on Instagram, on notification, on Twitter and YouTube, so you never miss when we got an episode coming out. So thank you all for being exclusive members to the group chat. Y'all have a good night.
Bye, y'all.
Peace.